All right, Weekly Cooking with Becky brings chocolate cheesecake. I will be linking the recipe down into the description, but I'm doing it Becky's way with a twist. So the instructions tell you how to make the crust, the filling, and the topping. I'm not making the crust and I'm not making the topping, and we'll go over that with you guys. So first things first, let's get right into the topping. So in this bowl right now, I've started, just so I don't have to do it too long for you guys. In this bowl, I currently have 3 blocks of full fat cream cheese, that's 24 ounces. I have 1 1/4 cup of powdered, I use Swerve, as you guys know. There's monk fruit, there's a stevia blend, but you want to use a sugar-free sweetener of choice that measures exactly like sugar. So I have 1 1/4 cup of the powdered Swerve for me, anyone will work, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and we want to beat until fluffy. I've already started it so that I wouldn't have to do this too long in front of you guys. And then we will be ready to add in the chocolate, but this is the cheesecake portion. Getting it all nice and fluffy and hopefully not regretting that I wore a white shirt. If you're following me on Living Low Carb with Becky on Facebook, this was the winning vote for this week's recipe to go on to YouTube. So it will be there forever. So on that page, you get to vote for my next recipe. Just a heads up, I'd love to have you follow me on Facebook. Alrighty. So we have now got it whipped. I'm going to slow down the beaters. That way you didn't have to listen to 5 minutes of me doing that, but I will say I did get it on my arms and stuff, so hope it doesn't do that with the chocolate, because hope not. Okay, so at this point, one last thing to do. So 3 blocks of cream cheese, 1 1/4 cup of powdered Swerve monk fruit stevia blend, but a 0 calorie, 0 carb sweetener of choice, because we're living low carb, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. If you're not living low carb, use regular powdered sugar, and it's exactly the same, but we want to not use regular powdered sugar. This is 2 blocks. 2 blocks are 8 ounces. So if you buy the Baker's or generic, doesn't matter, but the unsweetened baking bars, they come in 4-ounce bars, and you need 8 ounces. So 2 bars from the grocery store. And I'm now going to pour that into the mix to get the chocolate to our cheesecake. This is going to be great. Absolutely great. And I'm a cheesecake lover, and I'm a chocolate lover. So to me, best of both worlds. Okay, so let me move that bowl off to the side. I'm going to start on low speed and then kick it up. I'll be back when it's fully blended. Okay, so at this point I have everything mixed. Let me just give you a quick look. And it is thick, and it is going to thicken in the fridge. This is my change. I'm not buying or making the crust. The crust will make a 9-inch crust, and if you have your own pie plate or even your own square pan that's a 9x9, you can technically use that because you're gonna cut them in the same amount of pieces, whether it's a square or a circle. I went and bought a walnut crust. They're sold at just about any grocery store. They make Walmart, they make walnut, they make pecan flavored, and they're low carb. So this is gonna be, if you're keto, you're gonna wanna make the crust in the recipe. If you're low carb like me and you don't wanna take the extra time, just go buy one of these. The difference is this is 6 inches. So I should have leftovers. I'll show you what I'm gonna do with that in just a second. So for now, I am going to pour this directly into a low carb crust, and it also saves me a little bit of time. Okay, here we go. Trying to make it so you guys can see. All right, so you basically want to fill to the top and then spread it around. Let me start with that. I do have a recipe for chocolate cream pie. So if you don't like cheesecake, but you want something that's creamy, I'm just gonna verbally tell that one to you while I do that. 1 box of sugar-free pudding mix, chocolate pudding, 1 block of cream cheese, not enough to give it the cheesecake filling, or I guess the texture, and 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Whip until creamy, and it fits a 6-inch crust. So if you want a chocolate cream pie, you can do that. I wanted chocolate cheesecake. So you'll see I'm pretty much to the top. So they have to chill, but I have extra. So here's the deal. Tomorrow is our anniversary. This is gonna be saved for tomorrow. It's gonna chill, and then it chills 2 to 3 hours, and then you put covering over it. So this is gonna be dessert tomorrow night, but we need to taste test for you today. So I got a little dish. There's no crust in it, but I'll be able to tell you how the cheesecake tastes. And if you're not a crust lover, or if you have friends or family that aren't huge into crust, then you can have this as a second option. And I'm just gonna do this, and this is what we're gonna use today, so we can save the cake for tomorrow, and I can still tell you later on how it turned out. So I just have a small dish. Any small dish that you have in your house, I'm sure will work just fine. This one is a, I have to remember I ordered it. It's a 4x4. It came with an 8x8, and it was a 2 set on Amazon, and it was an 8x8. It was actually a 4 set. 8x8, 4x4, and 2 ramekins. And I almost went for the ramekins, but I'm just gonna have our family scoop out of this. So this is tonight's portion for our family. After it, all right, so the cream cheese, or the chocolate cream cheesecake, has thoroughly gone ahead and gotten firm. And I just want to show it to you in a bowl. That's how I'm going to eat it tonight without the crust, because we're going to do our pie tomorrow. But you'll notice it sets up very, very firm. And I'm going to serve up my husband here in a minute, although maybe he's here to get his bite, so I'll serve myself up. We'll take ours together. I was going to get my daughter involved, but she's asleep. So let me serve myself up here real quick. I think I'm actually going to use a knife, because it is pretty thick. Where's my little... Alrighty, we'll do it together for you guys. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow night when I get to have it in the pie crust too. So I gotta make sure I save some for my daughter. She's definitely, but she'll just eat hers right under there. Alright, same thing. Sugar-free, heavy whipping cream. So, here we both go. Come on in. All right, chocolate cheesecake. This is really good. It tastes like chocolate cheesecake.
Maybe like dark chocolate.
Yeah, there is a hint of dark chocolate. I will say that if you like dark chocolate, there's definitely a hint of dark chocolate. But yeah, it's really good. Like I said, and he's already having more cream. Like I said, just put it over the pie crust, so we have ours set aside tomorrow for our anniversary dinner. And I hope you enjoy it. The under the description will be the link to the recipe for everything, should you want to make the crust and the whipped cream. I just bought the crust and bought the whipped cream, so you can do it that way too. Hope you guys enjoy, and definitely subscribe and like. Feel free to comment, and then if you're on Facebook, feel free to go and join Living Low Carb with Becky, and I'll see you next time. Bye.